You've been sold a lie, a seductive promise that if you just hustle harder, if you just grind more, and if you just become more productive, you will finally achieve success and happiness. You've been told that rest is for the weak, that sleep is for those who are not serious about their goals, and that if you are not constantly doing something, you are not worthy. But what if this relentless pursuit of productivity is actually destroying your life, draining your energy, and keeping you from experiencing true fulfillment? This isn't another motivational speech that tells you to push harder. This is a no BS exposure of hustle culture, revealing how its harmful effects can lead to burnout, anxiety, and an empty sense of achievement, and how there is a path to more sustainable and meaningful way of living. You are about to learn to reclaim your time, your energy, and your life by choosing intention over endless productivity. Get ready to break free from the hustle because your transformation starts now. You've been caught in a never-ending cycle of doing, achieving, and striving. You've been told that your worth is tied to your productivity, that the more you do, the more you achieve, and the more you grind, the more successful you will be. But what if that very concept of hustle, that relentless pursuit of productivity, is actually keeping you drained, exhausted, and ultimately unfulfilled? What if the constant pressure to do more, to achieve more, and to be more is not a path to success, but a recipe for burnout, anxiety, and a life that is completely disconnected from your true self? It's time to expose this lie, to understand the insidious ways in which productivity culture has taken hold of your life and to break free from its grip, reclaiming your time, your energy, and your right to just be. This isn't about dismissing the value of hard work or the importance of striving for your goals. This is about recognizing that the constant glorification of hustle has created a harmful environment that is not about genuine achievement, but about a never-ending pursuit of more and more without a clear purpose. It's about understanding that you cannot pour from an empty cup, that constant work without rest will lead you to exhaustion, and that a life that is not balanced will never allow you to experience true and genuine fulfillment. This culture of productivity often promotes the idea that rest is a sign of weakness, that sleep is for the lazy, that if you are not constantly working, if you are not always being productive, then you are not worthy or successful enough. This creates a sense of obligation, a feeling that you must always be doing something, that you must always be pushing yourself harder, and that you must always be striving to achieve more. And the cycle never ends. You have to understand that this endless pursuit of productivity is not only unsustainable, it's also deeply damaging, and that you cannot continue to live in that cycle of constant striving. It is a never-ending cycle of pushing yourself beyond your limits, where you are always running on fumes, sacrificing your health, your relationships, your joy, and your overall well-being, all in the name of being productive. This is not the way to a better life. It's a path to burnout, exhaustion, and an empty sense of achievement. It's time to recognize that true success is not measured by how much you do, but by how much meaning you create in your life. It's not about how many tasks you can complete in a day, but about the quality of your work, your relationships, and your engagement with the world. It is about choosing to live a life that is aligned with your values, a life that is driven by purpose, not by a relentless need to achieve. This is not about achieving more. It's about becoming more. It's time to break free from the hustle trap, to reject the idea that your worth is defined by your productivity, and to start living a life where you prioritize well-being, intention, and genuine fulfillment. This is a journey toward a more sustainable and balanced way of being, a journey where you reclaim your time, your energy, and your right to simply be human. It's time to leave behind that endless and draining quest for productivity and to embrace a new paradigm of living, where you understand that your rest, your well-being, and your personal growth are far more valuable than any external achievement. We've explored the deceptive nature of the hustle culture, recognizing that it often leads to a life that is not fulfilling. Now let's delve deeper into the specific limitations of this mindset, understanding how the relentless pursuit of productivity can lead to burnout, anxiety, and a profound sense of unfulfilled potential. This isn't just about feeling tired. It's about the deep-seated problems that this endless striving creates. Problems that will make you unhappy, even if you are achieving your goals. The most common consequence of the hustle mentality is burnout. That state of chronic exhaustion where you are constantly running on fumes. That happens when you are constantly pushing yourself beyond your limits. without allowing yourself time to rest, to recover, or to recharge. It is like a machine that is constantly running, without maintenance, without oil, without any time to recover. You become a shell of your former self, your performance decreases, and you lose your sense of purpose. Burnout manifests not only physically, but also emotionally and mentally. You might experience chronic fatigue, insomnia, headaches, digestive problems, anxiety, depression, and a loss of interest in the activities that once brought you joy. You become distant from your loved ones, and you stop taking care of your basic needs because you are focused on only one thing: productivity. This is not a temporary condition. This is a long-term problem that can severely impact your health and your well-being. Anxiety is another common side effect of the hustle culture. This constant worry about not doing enough, not achieving enough, and not being good enough creates a constant state of stress, a feeling of overwhelm that can make it impossible for you to find peace or joy in your daily life. You are always worried, and you are constantly running on fear. It's like being on a roller coaster that never stops. You never get the chance to rest, to collect yourself, or to find peace. This anxiety can also manifest in a constant need for control, a fear of failure, and a constant sense of pressure to perform, and that prevents you from enjoying the process. It is only making the process more stressful. You become so focused on achieving external milestones that you forget to focus on the journey. This constant anxiety will stop you from thinking creatively, from taking risks, and from enjoying the process of living. But perhaps the most insidious limitation of the hustle culture is that it often leads to a profound sense of unfulfilled potential. You might achieve all your goals, you might accumulate all the money, and you might receive all of the external validation you crave. But without a sense of meaning, without connection with your true self, without joy, you will still feel a deep sense of emptiness. You will achieve all of the goals that you thought would bring you joy, but will be left feeling empty, alone, and completely unfulfilled. This emptiness comes from ignoring the needs of your soul. You might sacrifice your health, your relationships, and your values, all in the name of productivity. But in doing so, you will be losing touch with yourself, with what really matters, and you will never truly experience the joy, the peace, and the fulfillment you are searching for. You are gaining the world, but you are losing your soul. The limitations of the hustle culture are not just personal, they extend to your community and to the world around you. When you're constantly focused on productivity, you often become disconnected from others. You become unable to create meaningful connections, and you contribute to a culture that values achievement over humanity, creating a world where everyone is always pushing themselves to the limit, creating a culture of chronic stress. It is time to recognize the limitations of the hustle culture. It is time to acknowledge the signs of burnout and the stress and the lack of fulfillment that are often the consequence of this never-ending pursuit. It is time to understand that this is not the right path, and that you are not meant to live a life that is constantly draining your energy. This isn't about promoting laziness or avoiding hard work. It's about understanding that true success is not measured by productivity alone, but by the meaning you create, by the relationships you build, and by the impact you have on the world. This is where real power is found. We've explored the limitations of hustle culture and how it often leads to burnout, anxiety, and a sense of unfulfilled potential. Now let's move beyond this harmful paradigm and explore the transformative power of intentionality and rest. Two essential components of a life that is both meaningful and sustainable, where you prioritize your well-being instead of external achievement. Intentionality is about choosing your actions consciously, deliberately, and purposefully by asking yourself some important questions. What am I doing, and why am I doing it? What are my goals, and how does this action contribute to them? Am I acting from a place of purpose or just out of habit or obligation? This process will allow you to eliminate those activities that are meaningless and to choose to dedicate your time, your energy, and your effort only on those tasks that are in alignment with your values. This is how you take back your time. When you act with intention, you're no longer running on autopilot. You're consciously choosing how you spend your time, your energy, and your attention. You are acting like the author of your own life and not a passive bystander who is just doing things without knowing why. You will make your choices based on what's important to you, and you will eliminate the external pressures that distract you so you can focus on your true path, Intentionality also involves prioritizing your tasks, focusing on those activities that are most aligned with your goals, with your passions, and with your values. It's about becoming a master of your own time and not a slave to the demands of others. You are the one that controls your time, and that power is in your hands. This is how you make progress. Furthermore, intentionality requires you to set clear boundaries with others, to protect your time and energy, and to say no to requests that are not aligned with your priorities. This is not about being selfish. It's about making conscious choices about how you will spend your time. It is in that choice that you are reclaiming your freedom, so you can focus on what matters to you and not on what others want you to do. But intentionality is not enough without rest, and that means that you must make time for adequate sleep, relaxation, and rejuvenation. Rest is not a sign of weakness. It is a necessity for both physical and mental well-being. When you are well rested, you are more productive, more creative, and more resilient. You will also be able to make better decisions. You will be able to focus with greater clarity, and you will be more effective in all areas of your life. Rest isn't just about sleeping, it's also about engaging in activities that help you to relax and recharge, that bring you joy, that connect you with your inner self, and that nurture your soul. This can include spending time in nature, practicing mindfulness, engaging in creative pursuits, or simply spending time with the people you love. This is about making time for the activities that truly nourish you. This will also help you to connect with your inner child and to rediscover what makes you feel alive. When you combine intentionality with rest, you create a life that is not only productive, but also balanced, sustainable, and fulfilling. You're no longer running on fumes, sacrificing your well-being for the sake of achievement. You are consciously choosing what to do and what not to do. You are balancing your work life and your private life so you can truly thrive. It's about understanding that true success is not about how much you do. It's about how intentionally you choose to live your life. It's time to make the decision to be more intentional, to embrace the power of rest, and to live a life that is both productive and truly fulfilling. We've explored the transformative power of intentionality and rest, understanding their importance in creating a balanced and fulfilling life. Now let's delve into how to create a sustainable life, one where you prioritize your well-being without the need for constant control. And that will allow you to finally feel free, to embrace your authentic self, and to have a life that aligns with your values. This isn't about rigid schedules or strict routines. It's about building a foundation of self-care, flexibility, and self-trust that can support your journey no matter what life throws your way. This is about creating habits that will serve you for the long term. A sustainable life is not about trying to control every aspect of your existence. It's about understanding that life is inherently unpredictable, that change is inevitable, and that it is through flexibility that you will navigate all the ebbs and flows of life with grace and resilience. This is about developing an approach to life that can adapt to changing circumstances. You are not trying to prevent the waves of life, you are learning how to surf them. This is also about prioritizing your physical, emotional, and mental well-being, and understanding that you cannot pour from an empty cup. It's about recognizing that your health is your greatest asset, and that if you neglect it, you will not be able to achieve your goals, and that you will not be able to live a life that is truly fulfilling. You must take time for rest, for exercise, and for nutrition. They are the foundations of true success, and they are the pillars of your strength, without which you will crumble. It is time to let go of the belief that you must always be on, and that you must always be striving for more. This is a trap that will never lead to genuine well-being, because you will never achieve enough. You will always find yourself seeking more. True sustainability comes from the understanding that you are enough, just as you are, and that you do not have to push yourself to the breaking point to achieve your goals. You are worthy, just as you are, and you do not have to perform to prove it. This process also involves letting go of the need for perfection, to understand that mistakes and failures are inevitable, and to create a system that accepts those moments as an invitation for growth, self-improvement, and learning. It is not about doing everything right. It is about learning from the times that you don't, so you can grow and become wiser. It is about creating a system of self-compassion that will allow you to bounce back from setbacks without judging yourself. This is about creating a life that honors your limitations and recognizes that you are human. This isn't about pushing yourself beyond your breaking point. It's about learning to work with your natural rhythms, honoring your ebbs and flows, and finding a pace that is sustainable over the long term. You will not always be operating at 100%, and that's okay. You must honor your body's needs, you must honor your emotions, and you must allow your mind to rest. You must also embrace the idea of continuous learning and adaptation, of always seeking to improve, to expand your knowledge, and to embrace change as an opportunity for growth. That you do not stay static in your life, but that you always look for new opportunities to improve, to evolve, and to create a better version of yourself. This is not about forcing yourself to be something you are not. It's about becoming the best possible version of the person that you are in this moment and in every moment to come. A sustainable life is not about control, it's about self-trust, and it's about understanding that you have everything you need within you to navigate whatever life throws your way. It's about creating a life that is flexible, adaptable, and rooted in self-care, and that will sustain you on your journey towards your full potential, without the need to rely on external sources, but from the strength that comes from within. Everything we've explored today leads to this powerful truth. The relentless pursuit of productivity is not the key to success. It's a recipe for burnout, anxiety, and a life that is ultimately unfulfilled. You've seen how hustle culture often leads to a sense of emptiness, how it disconnects you from your true self, and how it prevents you from experiencing true joy. You've now been empowered with the knowledge to break free by choosing intention, rest, and a more sustainable path to well-being. It is time to choose a life that is not defined by the relentless pursuit of productivity, but by the cultivation of your soul, where your actions are driven by purpose and not by fear, and where your success is measured not by your achievements, but by the quality of your experience. Take a moment to reflect on the journey we've taken together. Are you ready to break free from the limitations of hustle culture? Are you ready to embrace a more balanced, intentional, and sustainable way of living? Commit to prioritizing your well-being, to choosing purpose over productivity, and to create a life that is filled with meaning, joy, and authentic fulfillment. The power to transform your life is now within you. Claim it, own it, and start living it. Starting today, start living it. You've now taken a critical look at how hustle culture has been impacting your life and begun to understand the importance of intentional action and rest. Now you're ready to explore the specific techniques you can use to reclaim your time, your energy, and your life, and to cultivate a more sustainable and fulfilling way of being. What if the antidote to the relentless demands of hustle culture isn't more effort, but a conscious shift in how you approach your life? What if true productivity isn't about doing more, but about doing what truly matters, with purpose and intention, while also embracing the power of rest as a vital component of well-being and success? This is about exploring a different path, a path that is not about frantic activity and constant exhaustion, but about creating a life that is both meaningful and sustainable by learning to act intentionally and to embrace rest. This is not about dismissing the value of hard work or the need to strive for your goals. It's about recognizing that the relentless pursuit of more is often self-defeating, that it will not lead you to genuine happiness, and that if you do not focus your energy, you will never achieve what you seek, and you will never find fulfillment. True success is about working smarter, not harder. It is about acting with intention, not without. It is time to leave the hustle behind and to step into the power of intentionality and rest. Intentionality is about bringing conscious awareness to your actions, to your choices, and to the way you spend your time and your energy. It's about stopping the autopilot and starting to live deliberately. This is where you finally choose to be the driver of your life. It involves taking a moment to pause before you act, to reflect on your motives, and to consider whether what you're doing is truly aligned with your values and your goals, and asking yourself, is this action bringing me closer to what truly matters, or is it simply a distraction or an obligation? By asking this question, you will begin to discern between what is truly important and what is simply a distraction. This is about understanding that you have a limited amount of time and energy, and that you must use them wisely, choosing to focus on the activities that are most meaningful, impactful, and fulfilling. And by choosing to say no to the things that drain you, to the things that don't contribute to your purpose, and to the things that do not align with your values. You will no longer be at the mercy of the whims of others. You will take control of your time, your energy, and your attention, and you will use it only on the things that are meaningful to you. It's about recognizing that you cannot do everything, and that you do not have to do everything. You have to learn how to prioritize what truly matters and to let go of the rest by accepting your limitations, by understanding the scope of your influence, and by choosing to focus on the things that are truly important. It is about recognizing the true power of your decisions. Furthermore, intentionality is about making conscious choices about how you engage with your work, with your relationships, and with your passions. It's about recognizing when you're doing something out of obligation, out of habit, or out of a need for external validation, and to actively choosing to engage with more passion, with more authenticity, and with a desire to create something that is truly meaningful. You must stop living in autopilot and start choosing every step you take. But intentionality is only one side of the equation. You must also embrace the power of rest, that which is often overlooked or even dismissed in a society that values endless productivity. That will be the foundation of a life that is both meaningful and sustainable. You must understand that rest is not a sign of weakness, laziness, or procrastination. It's a vital component of well-being, and that without it, you will not be able to create your best work. Rest is about giving your body, your mind, and your spirit the time they need to recharge, to recover, and to replenish their energy. It is in those moments of rest that your body will heal, your mind will find clarity, and your heart will feel at peace. It is by resting that you are able to prepare for the next step in your journey, and that you are able to come back, stronger, wiser, and more resilient. This is not just about sleeping more hours. It's about engaging in activities that allow you to truly relax, to disconnect from the demands of your life, and to connect with your inner self. This might include spending time in nature, engaging in creative pursuits, practicing mindfulness, spending time with your loved ones, or simply doing nothing at all. These are all valid ways to recharge. You must find what truly resonates with you and make time for it. When you embrace both intentionality and rest, you are setting the stage for a life that is not only productive, but also meaningful, fulfilling, and aligned with your values. You're creating a sustainable path where you are not sacrificing your well-being in the name of achievement, but you are nourishing all aspects of yourself, and you are using your energy wisely for what truly matters, creating a life where you can thrive, not just survive. We've explored the importance of intentionality and rest, moving away from the endless pursuit of hustle. Now let's delve deeper into what actually constitutes a meaningful and fulfilling life, understanding the value of skills, mastery, and contribution. This is about creating a life that is not just about achieving external goals, but about cultivating inner qualities, developing your potential, and making a positive impact on the world in ways that are unique and authentic to you. This is where you will discover a purpose that is driven by passion and not by the illusion of productivity. Skills are the tools that empower you to bring your ideas to life and the capabilities that allow you to navigate the complexities of the world. It is your ability to learn, to adapt, and to continuously improve by mastering a set of abilities and to apply them with excellence towards the goals that you are pursuing. These skills are not limited to your professional career. They encompass all aspects of your life, from your ability to communicate effectively, to your capacity to manage your emotions, to your talents in arts, sciences, and in creative endeavors. They are all a vital part of you. By developing a diverse set of skills, you are building a strong foundation for a life that is rich, meaningful, and empowered. The pursuit of mastery is a lifelong journey of honing your skills, of pushing your limits, and of striving for excellence, not for external recognition or validation, but for the pure joy of continuous learning and self-improvement. This is not about perfectionism, it's about embracing the process of growth, of recognizing that learning is a continuous journey, and that you can always improve your skills with time, with dedication, and with consistent effort. This requires you to choose skills that resonate with your passions, that excite your curiosity, and that align with your values, so you can transform practice from a chore into a source of joy and fulfillment. It is about recognizing that mastery is not a destination. It's a continuous path, a journey of exploration and discovery, and that it is in that constant journey that you find meaning. Then there's the importance of contribution, recognizing that you have unique gifts, talents, and perspectives to offer to the world, that you are a vital part of a larger community, and that your actions have the power to make a positive impact on others. This is where your life becomes more than just about personal gain, and it moves towards making a difference in the world. Contribution is not just about giving money or resources, it's also about sharing your time, your skills, and your wisdom with the people around you by choosing to support, encourage, and uplift others on their journey. It's about creating a ripple effect, inspiring others and making a lasting difference in the lives of those you touch. When you are giving from the heart, you are not only improving the lives of others, you are also expanding your own sense of joy, fulfillment, and meaning. The beauty in these three concepts is that they are intertwined, that when you develop skills, you can use them to create mastery, and that when you use your mastery to serve others, you will create a life that is both meaningful and purposeful, where you are not only achieving success, but you are also creating a positive impact on the world around you. You are no longer chasing success. You are living a life that is aligned with your purpose. We've explored the value of skills, mastery, and contribution, and how they contribute to a more fulfilling life. Now let's focus on how to create meaningful work, a calling that is not just driven by passion but also rooted in purpose, in your desire to make a positive impact on the world, and to contribute your unique gifts in ways that are truly valuable, so you can live a life where your work becomes your joy, your calling, and your purpose. It is time to redefine what work means, and to start seeing it as an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to create, instead of seeing it as a chore or as a means to an end. This isn't about finding the perfect job, the perfect career, or the perfect role. It's about transforming your relationship with work, seeing it as a vehicle for self-expression, a source of meaning, and an opportunity to contribute your unique talents to the world. It's about choosing to engage in activities that are aligned with your values, your passions, and with your desire to make a positive difference, even when they don't seem to be conventional or popular. This requires that you examine your motives, that you understand why you do what you do, and that you are clear on the impact you want to have. Are you chasing external validation, or are you driven by a genuine desire to serve others and to contribute to something that is bigger than yourself? Are you doing it for the money, or are you doing it because it aligns with what you believe in? When you are clear on your motivation, your work will become more meaningful and you will find joy in the process. It's time to let go of the idea that work should be something that you endure, or a necessary evil that you must tolerate in order to achieve financial security. It is time to recognize that your work can be a source of joy, a vehicle for self-expression, and a powerful force for good in the world. This is about transforming your relationship with work so you are no longer a slave to it, and you are using it to enhance your life. This often requires that you to redefine the concept of success, to move beyond the pursuit of money, power, and external recognition, and to focus on the values of purpose, impact, and genuine fulfillment. This isn't about rejecting financial security. It's about recognizing that true wealth is not measured by your possessions, but by the meaning you create, by the connections you form, and by the contributions you make. Meaningful work is also about using your unique talents and skills to serve others. It's about finding your own gifts and sharing them with the world in a way that is authentic and aligned with your passions. When you are using your abilities to help others, you are connecting with the power of contribution and creating a powerful positive effect on the world around you. It's about understanding that when you thrive, others will thrive too. This is not about selflessness, it's about recognizing that your own well-being is intertwined with the well-being of your community. You must understand that your work has the power to transform your life and the lives of others by using your gifts, your talents, and your values to create a path that is both meaningful and fulfilling, so it becomes a source of joy rather than a source of stress. You are not meant to live a life that is based on productivity. You are meant to live a life that is rooted in purpose. When you do what you love, that loves you back, you are creating a life that is truly meaningful. We've explored the importance of creating meaningful work, of choosing a path that is driven by purpose and not by the illusion of productivity. Now let's delve into how to redefine success, to move beyond the trap of external achievements, and to start focusing on the inner qualities, the deeper values, and the authentic experiences that truly lead to lasting fulfillment. It's time to understand that true success is not about what you achieve, but about who you become along the way. This is about stopping your endless pursuit of external validation, of chasing fleeting moments of recognition, and of trying to measure your worth based on society's standards. It's about releasing the pressure to make it big and to achieve a certain level of material success by understanding that success does not come from the outside world, it comes from within. It's time to understand that success is not a destination. It's a journey, a continuous process of learning, growing, and evolving, where you are constantly expanding your horizons, challenging your limits, and discovering new aspects of yourself. True success is not about the end result, but about the continuous process of creating something that is truly meaningful and fulfilling. It is in the becoming that you find real success, and this also requires you to shift your focus from external achievements to internal qualities, from striving for perfection to embracing your imperfections, and from seeking validation from others to cultivating self-compassion and self-acceptance. True success cannot be measured by how many things you accomplish, but by your ability to live in alignment with your values, by your capacity to connect with others, and by your commitment to make a positive impact on the world. It is about understanding that true wealth is not measured in your bank account, but in your relationships, in your health, and in your sense of inner peace. And that true success is not measured by your external achievements, but by your internal sense of joy, purpose, and fulfillment. When you define success with your own terms, you are creating the path to real and lasting happiness. Furthermore, you must understand that you are not in competition with anyone. Your journey is your own, and that you have all the unique talents and abilities that you need to create a life that is truly aligned with your own vision. It is time to let go of comparison and to simply focus on becoming the best version of yourself. You have so much to offer to the world, and you must stop waiting for approval from others to embrace it. It's time to choose a life where you measure your success not by external achievements, but by the degree to which you are living a life that is rooted in your values, that is filled with passion and joy, and that makes a positive difference in the lives of others. It is time to redefine your definition of success, to be aligned with your true self, and to measure your life with your own inner compass, instead of looking for validation from the outside world. This is where real fulfillment comes from. Everything we've explored today has led us to this powerful conclusion. Your life is not meant to be defined by hustle. It is meant to be defined by purpose, intention, and a commitment to your well-being. You've seen that this relentless pursuit of productivity can lead to burnout, anxiety, and a sense of unfulfilled potential. And you've learned how to break free from this trap by embracing intentionality, rest, and a more sustainable path, by choosing a life that is more balanced, more meaningful, and more authentic. You've now been empowered to understand that true success is not about doing more. It's about becoming more, by cultivating your skills, by pursuing mastery, and by contributing your unique gifts to the world. It is time to redefine success and stop searching for external validation and focus on the qualities that you are creating within yourself. It is time to stop running on empty and to start creating a life that is truly fulfilling, meaningful, and joyous. Take a moment to reflect on your journey. Are you ready to let go of the hustle and to embrace a life that is rooted in purpose, intention, and rest? Commit to creating a world where your actions are aligned with your values, where your work is a source of meaning, and where your success is measured by your internal sense of joy and fulfillment. This is your journey. Now go out there and create it, with wisdom, with kindness, and with self-trust. You are ready. You've now seen how moving beyond the hustle and embracing the power of intentionality and rest can transform your life. You are now ready to discover the final piece of this puzzle and learn how to create a sustainable way of living, where well-being is the priority and not something you seek when you are burned out. What if the key to lasting well-being isn't about achieving more, but about cultivating a life that nourishes your soul, a life that sustains your energy, and a life that is aligned with your values? What if the answer to the burnout and the emptiness that often accompanies the hustle culture is found not in more productivity, but in choosing to live in a more intentional way? It's time to explore the concept of sustainable living, moving beyond the cycle of endless striving, and creating a life that is rooted in balance, purpose, and authentic joy. This is where you choose to prioritize your well-being and to make that a foundation for all that you do. This isn't about living a life of ease or avoiding hard work. It's about understanding that true success is not about pushing yourself to the limit. It's about building a foundation that will allow you to thrive, not just for a short period of time, but for the rest of your life. It's about creating a rhythm of life that is both productive and rejuvenating, where you are not sacrificing your well-being in the pursuit of external achievements. It is time to start choosing yourself. A sustainable life requires that you understand your limits and that you are able to create practices that help you manage your energy by prioritizing activities that nourish your mind, your body, and your soul. This requires you to be proactive and to understand what your needs are so you can consciously choose activities that provide you with rest and energy. It's about recognizing that you cannot pour from an empty cup, that to be truly effective, you must first take care of yourself. It is a life where you understand that you cannot do everything, and you do not have to, so you chose to say no to those activities that drain you, and to say yes to those activities that recharge you. This is about making conscious choices about how you spend your time, your energy, and your resources, and that you are not at the mercy of your life, but that you are the master of it. This is not just about avoiding burnout, it's about creating a life that is both fulfilling and enjoyable. It is about living a life that is rich with meaning, connection, and purpose. A life where you feel energized, inspired, and deeply connected with your values and with your potential. It's about recognizing that true success cannot be achieved at the expense of your well-being, and that in order to make a difference in the world, you must be willing to take care of yourself. You are your greatest asset. Creating a sustainable life involves choosing activities that are in alignment with your values and passions, and where you are using your unique talents and skills to contribute to something that is bigger than yourself. It's about recognizing that your life is not just about individual achievements. It's about your connection to others, your contribution to your community, and your ability to create a positive impact on the world. This is where you create purpose. This is a practice of constant self-reflection, where you are always monitoring your well-being by assessing what you are doing and if it is truly in line with your soul. You will ask yourself if the activities you engage in are helping you to grow, or if they are draining your energy, and if they are leading you towards a more fulfilling and meaningful path. It's about creating a system that allows you to live a life that is both productive and sustainable, a life that honors your needs, that nurtures your spirit, and that allows you to thrive in all aspects of your being. We've explored how to create a sustainable life by choosing to nourish your soul and to prioritize your well-being. Now let's delve into how to redefine productivity, moving beyond the traditional focus on output and achievement, and towards a more holistic understanding of how to use your time and energy in ways that are truly meaningful and impactful. It is time to leave the idea of busy work and to start focusing on the actions that truly matter, both for yourself and for the world around you. This isn't about rejecting the importance of action or the need to accomplish meaningful tasks. It's about shifting your focus from quantity to quality, from endless doing to purposeful creation, and from external achievements to internal fulfillment. It is about understanding that true productivity is not measured by the number of things you can do in a day, but by the impact you have on the world, and by your ability to live in alignment with your values and your passions. Productivity is not about chasing external validation. It is about creating internal fulfillment, and that requires you to ask yourself, what am I creating and why am I creating it? Is this activity aligned with my values? Is this a path that will allow me to contribute my gifts to the world? If not, it's time to change direction and to dedicate your time to activities that are more meaningful and fulfilling. This often requires you to choose quality over quantity, to let go of the need to do everything at once, and to focus on a smaller number of things that truly matter, and to fully commit to doing them with excellence. It is about prioritizing your energy and focusing your resources where they will be most effective. It is time to choose depth over breadth. Furthermore, true productivity is not about chasing the clock and trying to achieve more in less time. It's about being present in each moment, about engaging with your task with focus and with intention, and about bringing your full attention to the task at hand. This is about finding joy in the process, instead of just focusing on the outcome, and about creating a life that is filled with purposeful action and that brings you lasting satisfaction. This also involves incorporating periods of rest and reflection into your daily routine, understanding that breaks are not a sign of weakness, but a necessary component of high-quality work. It's about allowing yourself to recharge, to replenish your energy, and to return to your tasks with renewed focus and clarity. It is about understanding that without rest, the work that you do will never be at its best. Productivity, when redefined through the lens of purpose, becomes a force that transforms your life and that transforms the world around you. This requires a shift from the hamster wheel of endless tasks to the intention of creating a meaningful life. It is about understanding that what you do should serve you while it also serves others. It's time to measure your success not by how much you do, but by the value you create. We've explored how to redefine productivity, to move beyond output to focus on meaningful impact. Now let's delve into the crucial practice of living in alignment, understanding how to make choices that are in harmony with your values and that reflect your authentic self, so you can finally create a life that is not only successful, but that is also deeply satisfying and rooted in self-respect. It is about living with intention and purpose. This isn't about adhering to a rigid set of rules or forcing yourself to be something that you are not, but it's about creating a life that is congruent with your inner truth, where your actions, your words, and your decisions are a reflection of who you are, what you believe in, and what you value most in life. This will allow you to build a life of purpose, integrity, and authenticity. Living in alignment requires you to know what your values are, those guiding principles that shape your decisions and define your purpose. It is by having those guiding principles that you can evaluate what is right for you and what is not, and you will always choose the path that is aligned with what you believe in. If you don't know your values, you are simply moving aimlessly through life. Once you are clear on your values, you must actively choose to prioritize them, making choices that honor your core beliefs, even when it is difficult, even when it is unpopular, and even when it requires you to step outside of your comfort zone. Because if you are not honoring your values, then you are not honoring yourself. And this will always create a sense of unease in your life. This is not about blindly following a moral code or dogma. It's about creating a personal framework that is truly meaningful to you, and that is based on the things you value the most in life. This could include honesty, compassion, creativity, justice, freedom, or any other principle that resonates with your heart and that guides you towards the person you wish to be. It's also important to recognize that living in alignment is not a static goal. It's an ongoing process of learning, reflection, and adaptation. Your values might evolve over time, your priorities might shift as you grow, and you must be willing to reassess your choices regularly to make sure they are still aligned with who you are at this moment in your life. This will allow you to always be living your best version of yourself as that version evolves. Living in alignment with your values is not always easy. It requires courage, vulnerability, and a willingness to be honest with yourself, especially when it's uncomfortable. But it will always lead you to a life that is rich in meaning, purpose, and inner peace. When you are living in alignment with your values, you are no longer compromising your beliefs. You are no longer making decisions from a place of fear, and you are living the life that you were always meant to live, and you are thriving. We've explored the importance of living in alignment with your values and how to make decisions that honor your true self. Now let's delve into the power of embracing uncertainty and how to trust that the unknown can lead to experiences that are far beyond your current expectations, and that it is in the uncertainty that you will discover the most beautiful parts of your journey and the most meaningful aspects of your life. It is time to let go of control and to embrace the beautiful unknown that is always awaiting you. This isn't about reckless abandon or ignoring your responsibilities. It's about cultivating a deep sense of faith in the process of life, in your ability to navigate any challenge, and in the power of uncertainty to bring you to unexpected places and to amazing experiences that you could not have planned for and that you could not have imagined. It's about releasing the need for control and to trust that you will be guided towards your highest potential. Uncertainty is an inherent part of the human experience, that life rarely goes according to plan, and that the path that you have chosen may not be the path that will take you to your final destination. You must allow yourself to be open, adaptable, and willing to embrace new experiences and new perspectives, even when they are challenging. It is by stepping outside of your predetermined path that you will find true freedom. It's time to recognize that your need for certainty is often rooted in fear, fear of the unknown, fear of failure, and fear of change. By choosing to embrace uncertainty, you are confronting those fears, you are releasing your need for control, and you are opening yourself up to a world of infinite possibilities, where you will have the capacity to adapt to any situation and to see new opportunities even when you did not plan for them. You must learn to let go. Embracing the unknown is about choosing curiosity over fear, to see every twist and turn as an opportunity for learning and growth, and to approach each day with a sense of wonder and anticipation, even when things do not go according to plan. You are choosing to be open to all possibilities, and you are trusting that whatever comes your way, you have the capacity to handle it with grace and with resilience, and that everything will ultimately lead you to a better version of yourself. You are the master of your own path, and you are powerful. It's also about understanding that life isn't meant to be a straight line. It's a winding road, filled with unexpected detours, and that it's in those detours that you often find the most valuable lessons, the most meaningful connections, and the most rewarding experiences. These detours are not meant to derail you. They are meant to take you towards a path that you could not have even imagined, but that is exactly the one you are meant to follow. By embracing uncertainty, you are not only liberating yourself from your self-imposed limitations, but you're also creating a life that is filled with excitement, purpose, and an unwavering trust in the journey, and it will often lead to extraordinary experiences. This is not about recklessness. It's about living with courage, about stepping out of your comfort zone, and about allowing life to unfold without needing to control every step of the way. You will learn to trust in your capacity to adapt to new circumstances, and you will trust that the path that is waiting for you is more beautiful than anything that you have yet imagined. Everything we've explored today points towards a powerful shift in perspective. You are now ready to embrace a life that is not driven by the illusion of productivity, but driven by purpose, intention, self-respect, and a commitment to your well-being. And you are ready to embrace the unknown and to trust the process of your journey. You've seen how hustle culture can lead to burnout and anxiety, and how relying on external validation can keep you from true fulfillment. You've also been empowered to redefine productivity, to live in alignment with your values, to embrace uncertainty, and to create a life that nourishes your soul. It's time to step away from the relentless pursuit of more and to embrace a life that is rich with meaning, impact, joy, and authenticity. It is time to stop living a life that has been designed for you by others and to choose to build your own with intention and purpose. This is your time. You have the power, you have the knowledge, and you have the understanding to break free from the limitations of your comfort zone and to start living a life that is truly aligned with your deepest desires. You no longer need to conform, you no longer need to chase external validation, and you no longer need to live a life that is less than what you deserve. You are more powerful than you have ever imagined. Take a moment to reflect on your own journey. Are you ready to embrace a life that is driven by purpose, that values intention, that is nourished by rest, and that is always expanding beyond your self-imposed limitations? Commit to creating a sustainable life that is rooted in self-trust and authentic well-being. The journey begins now. The time to act is now. That's it. You have now uncovered the lie that productivity is the answer to fulfillment, and you have been empowered to embrace a different path, one where you can finally choose intention, rest, and a commitment to a life that nourishes your soul. You have the ability to move beyond the harmful limitations of hustle culture and to create a life that is truly aligned with your values, your dreams, and with your well-being. So go out there, create a life that is authentic, beautiful, and rich with purpose. The world is waiting for your unique contributions and for you to shine.